Good morning and welcome to the WSJM Morning Show, the video live stream edition for Monday.
It's always so good when you hear the tubes warming up for video live streaming.
Tink, tink, tink. Yeah, they warm up. Yeah, exactly. I'm Ken Lundberg. Mike Weibel is here with me. Hello and good morning and happy President's Day.
Happy President's Day to
The
you.
holidays keep rolling. Friday the 13th, Valentine's Day, President's Day.
Boom, boom.
How many of these do we get off?
I don't know.
None.
I get one off today.
Oh, you don't have to work for the rest of the day after?
No, markets are closed.
After this?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Post office is closed. Markets are closed.
Schools are closed. Lots of schools are closed.
A lot of schools are closed. Banks are closed.
Right.
Some stores may modify their hours
Right.
based on if they have any presidents working. Yeah, you can have today off.
Right. Or sales. All of President's Day sales today.
Does President Trump get the day off?
No.
It's President's Day.
Yeah, he's not. You got to be post
Like Father's Day, I would ask for Father's Day off if it weren't on a Sunday and some random.
Have you ever gotten Father's Day off?
No,
Ever?
Absolutely not.
And how many years have you been a father?
21, almost 22.
So not going to happen.
Almost 22 years. Yeah. Sorry, I just outed my oldest child's age.
Yeah.
Good morning, Stuart.
Stuart.
Stuart went to Big Sur this weekend.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah. He last weekend I think he went to Half Moon Bay, or last week or something like that, and then this weekend he went to Big Sur, and I looked it up on social media, and I quizzed him like, okay, here are the 7 things that you can't miss if you go to Big Sur, and he missed like 5 of them.
Well, my California kids do that too. They go to the parks, they go Napa, they adventure.
Well, and it seems like I can't say whether this is true because, by the way, I was born in California.
Oh, you were?
I was born in Mountain View, California.
Wow.
And raised in Idaho and then Washington State for the most part.
Okay.
But in California, Stuart was saying, every 6 feet, there's another park. They're all parks. There's state parks, there's national parks, there's county parks, all kinds of stuff. So there's just tons and tons of parks all over the place. So kind of nice. Congratulations to Tyler Reddick and Michael Jordan for Tyler winning the Daytona 500.
Yeah, that's exciting. I'm sure it's so rewarding for Michael Jordan to finally win something.
Right? He finally gets a ring. The funny thing someone already said, oh yeah, by the way, ring size 13.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know. Is that big? That must be big.
Big ring size, yeah.
Okay. Anyway, good morning. What are you doing? You playing Candy Crush over there?
Yeah.
Checking the live stream? What are you doing?
You are insecure when I look at my phone.
Well, you start looking at the phone when I turn on the microphone. Are you looking at scripts and looking for jokes? What are you doing?
I was looking to see where my children were horseback riding in California.
Because that's relevant now.
Well, yeah, because you were just talking about kids doing stuff in California. So
okay.
They sent pictures this weekend of horseback riding in the mountains of California.
They were horseback riding this weekend?
Yeah.
How fun is that? Do they own horses?
No, they rented horses and went horseback riding, which is way out of their comfort zone.
Really?
Yeah, that's not something they would normally do, but
that does sound like fun though.
It does. Yeah.
Nobody fell off?
No.
Nobody got bucked?
No.
Okay.
And knowing those two, there was wine vineyard somewhere at the front end or the back end of it. But
get off the grapes.
Right.
Do not ride the horses on the vines. We do have an interesting weather day. I just love these temperatures. High of 55 expected today, tomorrow. High of 60 on Wednesday.
Wow.
Man, oh man. I was even taking pictures of the ice dam that's on my gutter. Stephanie, come look. It's really cool looking ice.
Yeah, look at this.
All right. We've got more to talk about this hour. We've got Presidential Day trivia.
Yes.
So Mike's got some President's Day trivia. I've found some trivia. We'll be talking about that. So that's coming up. What else do we have? We have local news. A good ending to a story about a missing teen here in Berrien County. So we've got that and more coming up next.
How? We haven't charged anything.
Paying the minimum isn't enough. It will keep getting higher until we take control. We need to go to 47fastcash.com.
With our bad credit?
47fastcash.com can help any credit type get approved for up to $5,000 in minutes.
Take control and get the money you need at 47fastcash.com. 47fastcash.com.
WSJM News Now. Team coverage from the WSJM Newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
31 degrees, on our way to 55 degrees, maybe warmer
Maybe.
in the warmest areas of Southwest Michigan. Good morning. I'm Ken Lundberg. Mike Weibel is here with me.
Yes, I am, and it's Monday.
And happy President's Day.
Yes.
And especially if you have the day off today, happy President's Day to you.
I'm loving it.
All the presidents, happy President's Day.
That's right. Every one of them.
We appreciate your service. We will have trivia
Yes. We
about
do.
presidents. What's your trivia about?
presidents.
Just presidents.
Yeah.
Not President's Day, just presidents.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we've got presidential trivia coming up. I've got some as well.
Okay.
In fact, I focus in on one particular president.
Oh, I do not.
Okay. But I do.
Well,
So that's why it's a show, because we have both.
yin and yang.
Yeah, exactly. The yin and yang of our weather forecast.
Say that twice.
Of weather forecast this morning. Morning fog, clouds, then partly sunny. Again, the high today averaging about 55 degrees in the region. In Benton Harbor, we're going to get up to about 52. In St. Joseph, around 49. 56 is predicted for Dowagiac.
Right.
57 in New Buffalo, and it could get as warm as 58 degrees now. They're thinking in Buchanan, getting up to 60.
Yeah. You know, I
You're
wouldn't want to.
stunned.
I wouldn't want to put any type of shameless sponsorship, but in a hot day like this, a cold Coca-Cola certainly tastes
Stop.
awful good.
Stop. You're
On
nuts.
the WSJM morning show,
Oh, boy.
94.9 News Talk Sports.
Tonight's forecast, because Mike's drinking his beverage there. Tonight's forecast does call for partly cloudy skies, a
Feels
low
as good as 60 degrees.
of 37 degrees, southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tuesday's forecast, the polar bear, you know how they get that stuff? They squeeze polar bears, and what comes out is what you're drinking right there.
Yeah.
Partly
And
cloudy
I love a
skies.
polar bear.
Polar skies. No, partly cloudy skies today and tomorrow as well. High around 55 on Tuesday. Wednesday's forecast mostly cloudy, windy, 50% chance of showers. A high around 60 on Wednesday.
Ooh.
I bet it gets even warmer
I bet it does.
on Wednesday. So again, if you have any kind of water issues that you need to deal with when we have 300 inches of snow evaporate in 2 days,
Right.
deal with them, because
Deal with it.
your sump pump is going to go through a workout.
Yeah.
Let's see what else.
Might want to check your sump pump.
Yeah, check your sump pump. Make sure it's plugged in
It works.
and works. This news report brought to you by Leroy's Body Shop in St. Joseph and in Benton Harbor. Leroy'sBodyShop.com. Now that the ice is gone,
Right.
it's time to get your dents pulled out. So,
I'd like to say Leroy's took care of my father-in-law's Toyota that got
yeah,
hit in a parking lot. They
Oh.
did such a great job.
good job. So Leroy's bringing you the news report this hour right here on WSJO.
Leroy.
Yeah, absolutely. Other news that we have coming up, let's do it right now. Local news. A 16-year-old boy who had been reported missing in Berrien County has been found safe.
That's good news.
Great news. Berrien County Sheriff's Office announcing Friday night that Caden Morris had been located and reunited with his family. Deputies say Morris, an area high school student, ran away from his guardian's home in Hager Township on January 24th. He had been missing for more than 2 weeks. In an update the Sheriff's Office issued on Friday, they said authorities thanked the public for submitting tips and assisting during the investigation. Officials say their cooperation and support greatly appreciated. And
That's
so
good.
that young man back with his family now and safe and sound. Other news, 2 men have been arrested following a drug investigation in South Haven. Michigan State Police announcing on Friday that authorities executed a search warrant midweek last week at a home on Hubbard Street. They say they seized more than a half ounce of cocaine, suspected methamphetamine pills, equipment used to weigh and package narcotics, and a loaded firearm. All of those things, no-nos.
Yes.
When you're in a drug
all
house.
together.
Yeah. A
Bad.
44-year-old man from South Haven was arrested and lodged at the Van Buren County Jail on charges of possession with intent to deliver and maintaining a drug house. A 42-year-old South Haven man also arrested and jailed on charges of possession of cocaine and maintaining a drug house. And let's see, what other news do we have? The 2026 Cloverleaf Spelling Competition is set for next Tuesday at Lake Michigan College Mental Center in Benton Harbor.
Uh-huh.
Organized by Barry and Risa, the event brings together students from across Southwest Michigan. Risa student talent coordinator Tanya Snyder says the national competition is in its 100th year. You just looking at me like that?
Uh-huh.
Say something.
Wow.
Anyway, it's national competition in its 100th year, and the
We'll see
local.
how you're going to recover from that frog. That's
I
what was watching
appreciate
for.
that. The local event has
did
been
good.
held since the 1970s.
Annual event gathering of some of the best spellers from Berrien, Cass, and Van Buren counties. And we establish a winner, and that winner heads on to represent Southwest Michigan at the national level.
Snyder says the spelling remains an important academic skill, even in a technology-driven world, and the competition helps students build confidence under pressure.
It gives those students some extra skills. One of them would be standing up in front of a group of people under kind of stressful circumstances.
Yeah, confidence
Yeah.
under pressure.
Mhm.
Like when somebody stops talking, you
Right.
pick it up.
Oh, is that? Oh.
All right. This year's
Remember
event.
we were supposed to have a signal.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
This year's event features 54 students from 18 schools in grades 3 through 8, each qualified through school level competitions earlier this year. Students will compete for cash prizes, including paid admission for the top finisher to the Scripps Howard National Spelling Bee in Washington, D.C. this spring.
That's exciting.
Yeah, Snyder says Berrien County has not yet produced a national championship, so the opportunity is open and there.
I do know a kid who went though.
Who?
Mikey Williams back in the day. Back
Oh,
in the
good old
80s.
Mikey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mikey went to the Washington, D.C. spelling bee.
that is cool. The Scripps Howard Spelling Bee is a fun event. It's an annual event. Congress is usually out of town that week, and I
Yeah.
think that's why Scripps Howard chooses that weekend to do
Sure.
it, that week to do it, because all the focus is on them. All the
Right.
news people are looking for something, anything to write about.
Right.
Yeah, it's the spelling bee. It's kids. It's fun.
Perfect.
All right. Okay, one more. The 1988 Lake Michigan Catholic High School girls basketball team
Yeah.
was honored on Friday during games at Our Lady of the Lake Catholic School in St. Joe.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, our very own athletic director, Phil McDonald. Well, he's not our athletic director, but he's WSJM's Phil McDonald.
And is he their athletic director?
And he's their athletic
Okay.
director. Says members of the state championship team were invited to the court and recognized before the games.
Some of them are not going to be able to come in from out of town, but as many that can make it, they'll be there tonight. We're going to honor them, kind of represent the state championship trophy to them, and just welcome them home and celebrate something that doesn't happen for most schools very often, if at all, and that is winning a state championship.
McDonald said he hoped fans who attended the 1988 championship game would also be on hand to relive that moment. The school also honored longtime coach Joe Beckman by naming the basketball court after him.
He was named the Associated Press Michigan High School Coach of the Year in 1986. He was the Regional Coach of the Year in 86, 87, and 88. He won the state championship team with the girls in 1988. And he coached at Lake Michigan Catholic and Our Lady of the Lake for almost 40 years.
Beckman recently passed away, but remained active with the school until a few years ago. During Friday's varsity girls game against Owajak, the team wore throwback uniforms that were modeled after the 1988 squad.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so a little recognition there. Thank you, Phil McDonald, for giving us the heads up on that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
all right.
job, Phil.
7:13, it's the WSJM Morning Show. I'm Ken Lundberg. Mike Weibel is here with me. We've got more to talk about this hour.
Oh, do we?
And in fact, we're very happy to have none other than Dave Wolf back for sports.
That's exciting.
Yeah, Dave's been out for quite a while, so we're happy to have him back. Talked to him this
The
morning.
sweetheart of the sports department.
He sounds like he's in very good spirits. So without further ado, Dave Wolf in sports.
Starting in women's college basketball, number 7 Michigan completed a season sweep.
All right, here we are on the video live stream.
Here we are.
What's going on? What do we have? We have Diane and Bill and Alex and others on the video live stream. It's good to see you.
Yes, very much so.
Good to see you. All right. Bill, did you watch the Daytona 500? Were you happy with the outcome? Did Tyler deserve the race even though he led the race only for one lap, which was the last lap?
Right.
These questions and more. Plus, we'll have presidential trivia. You want to start us off?
Yeah.
You want to talk about presidential trivia?
You ready? You ready for one?
Yeah, let's do it.
Which president has lived the longest?
Oh, and we're talking presidents of all time.
Yes.
All time. Which president has lived the longest? Who is or was the oldest? I would say Jimmy Carter.
You are correct.
Really?
Yep. Jimmy
Okay.
Carter.
Because he was he 100? Had he turned 100?
I believe. It says 95 years old.
Okay, your stuff is old because I think he almost turned 100 before
Wow.
he died. Let's see, Jimmy Carter. Yeah, he was born on October 1st, 1924, and he died on December 29th, 2024. So he turned 100 years old.
There you go.
That's something.
Hard to beat.
Okay. Do you know, as a follow-on trivia, do you know who his vice president was?
Ooh, Jimmy Carter?
Bum, bum, bum,
That
bum,
wasn't
bum,
Mondale,
bum.
was it?
It was Mondale.
Oh, okay.
Good job. Walter F. Mondale. You get bonus points if you know what Walter F. Mondale's middle name was.
Walter F. Mondale's middle name was
Starts with an F.
Franklin.
No, Franklin is not correct. Frederick.
Frederick.
But he also went by Fritz.
Of course he did.
Fritz. Walter Frederick Fritz Mondale, 42nd Vice President of the United States, serving from Star Wars year 1977 to 1981 under President Jimmy Carter.
Nice.
All right, what else you got?
Let's see. I've got presidents of the 18th and 19th centuries. This is the top thing. Which president wrote poems including "My Childhood Home I See Again"? The choices are Buchanan, Lincoln, or Grant.
Presidents Buchanan, Lincoln, or Grant. Who was the poet?
Right.
I'm going to say it's not Lincoln. I'm going to say it's Grant.
It was Lincoln.
Was it Lincoln?
Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, darn it. Something in the back of my mind said,
Yeah.
he probably did that. Because he was an overachiever.
He was. He was.
Lincoln was into everything.
He was.
All right, well, you have to get back on the radio here. Hold that.
Okay.
WSJM Morning Show continues.
Areas of fog for the start of today. We will actually become partly sunny, especially this afternoon. High temperatures today in the lower 50s. Tonight, partly cloudy, will drop down to 37. And then for Tuesday, partly sunny in the morning, increasing clouds and high temperatures at 55. We'll see chances of rain on Tuesday night, but also often on Wednesday and Thursday. I'm meteorologist Carrie Peugeot.
The Morning Show with Ken and Friends on 94.9 WSJM.
On the video live stream, I asked Bill if he watched the Daytona, because he's Daytona 500 this
Right.
weekend, because he is our huge racing fan
Yeah.
on the audience stream. And he said, no, I didn't watch it. I was racing myself.
Oh,
So how do you race yourself?
well,
You
it's-
just run and try to beat your shadow?
You
What?
win. You win all
Oh.
the time.
Somebody, yeah, whether it's you or you win.
Me, myself, and I, we always win.
No, he himself was racing.
Gotcha.
So we've asked him now, how did you do? All right. Let's, speaking of vehicles, making the national news, a find in Lake Michigan.
Oh,
Now, but it's not near Michigan. It's over near Wisconsin, but we'll talk about it anyway.
okay.
Okay. And then we'll do some presidential trivia. Searchers, because it's President's Day. Happy President's Day.
Yeah.
Searchers have discovered the wreck of a luxury steamer that sank in Lake Michigan almost somewhere in the late 19th century, completing a quest that began about 60 years ago. They've been looking for this thing for quite a while,
Wow.
as you might imagine.
Yeah.
Shipwreck World is a group that works to locate shipwrecks around the globe. Shipwreck World.
Well, their name kind of indicates that. so
Well, Shipwreck World, it seems like a magazine.
it does. It does seem like a one.
Anyway, they probably have one. You can probably buy a subscription
Shipwreck
for the. Anyway, announced Friday that Shipwreck World announced Friday that
.com.
a team led by Illinois shipwreck hunter Paul Ehorn found the ship, the Lac La Belle, about 20 miles offshore between Racine and Kenosha, Wisconsin. Is it Racine or Racine?
Racine.
Yeah, Racine, in Wisconsin in October 2022. Ehorn told the Associated Press in a phone interview on yesterday, that the announcement was delayed because his team wanted to include a 3-dimensional video model of the ship along with that announcement, but poor weather and other commitments kept his dive team from going back down to the wreck until last summer. So they found the thing
Right.
in October 2022. They just announced that they found it yesterday.
Talking about trying to build some dramatic pause.
How's that video coming along? Well,
Yeah. We just,
we ran out of petrol.
Right.
Had to refuel the ship. Plus, I had to go to a graduation.
Right. Had a
Yeah.
birthday party or
Had
two.
to make a pot roast.
Yeah.
Ehorn, who is now 80 years old,
Wow.
taking his time, has been searching for shipwrecks.
You'd think he'd be a little bit more expedient.
Ready to get it out there.
Right.
Ehorn has been searching for shipwrecks since he was 15 years old.
I bet you he's a fun date.
What a great childhood. He said he never grew up. He just kept looking for ships.
Well, yeah.
He said he's been trying to
Never got married either, probably.
pinpoint this ship's location since 1965. He was married to the sea.
Right. Married to the wreck.
He used a clue from
Hey, dreamboat, not you, shipwreck.
Jeez. He used a clue from fellow wreck hunter and author Ross Richardson in 2022 to narrow down his search grid and found the ship using side scan sonar after just 2 hours on the lake. 2 hours on the lake. He just found
65 years, 2 hours on the lake.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Technology.
Oh, it could be here. There it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Were you going to announce it? Yeah, I want to get some video. I want
Yeah.
to get some better video before we
Build
do
some
that.
3D images.
It's kind of like a game, he said, like the solve the puzzle. Sometimes you don't have many pieces to put the puzzle together, but this one worked out and we found it right away. He said the whole finding has left him super elated. He declined to discuss the actual clue or clues that led him to the discovery. Richardson said in a short telephone interview yesterday that he learned that a commercial fisherman at a certain location had snagged what Richardson called an item specific to steamships from the 1800s. He declined to say what competitive shipwreck hunting has become and said the information could alert other searchers, however, to another way to conduct research. So, yeah. So, I mean, I get it. So a fisherman snagged something
right
that appeared to come from a ship that was proliferate in that era.
Yeah.
And they decided, okay, where'd you find it? Okay, we're going to go scan that area. How difficult is that?
Not too tough.
Doesn't seem like it, but
it's funny that he says it's very competitive.
yeah, very competitive. Well, because not only do they want to find them, but then they want to loot them.
Right.
And that's the problem.
Yeah.
A lot of these above board, above the waterline shipwreck hunters.
Yeah.
They find them. They know the rules. They know the rules and regulations. Sometimes there's a finder's fee. Sometimes there's not. If they recover valuable transit.
Right.
But a number of times, these shipwreck hunters, they'll just go out. They'll loot the whole thing. They'll send it to unscrupulous museums and that kind of thing. And all is done for all is lost for history. Anyway, according to an account on shipwreckworld.com, the Lac La Belle was built in 1864 in Cleveland, Ohio. It was a 217-foot steamer.
Wow,
that's a big ship.
substantial.
Yeah. It ran between Cleveland and Lake Superior, but it sank in the St. Clair River in 1866 after a collision. The ship was raised in 1869 and reconditioned. The ship left Milwaukee for Grand Haven, Michigan, in a gale on the night of October 13th, 1872. October 13th.
The gales of November come again.
Yeah, well, or October, with 53 passengers.
They were early.
53 passengers and a crew and a cargo of barley, pork, flour, and whiskey. Think about the pot pie you could make with that.
I'm telling you.
Barley, pork, flour, and whiskey. About 2 hours into the trip, the ship began to take on water uncontrollably. The captain turned the Lac La Belle back toward Milwaukee, but huge waves came crashing over, extinguishing the boilers.
Yeah, you're in trouble now.
That's a big problem. Now you have no power, no propulsion. The storm drove the ship south. Around 5 a.m., the captain ordered lifeboats lowered, and the ship went down stern first. One of the lifeboats capsized on the way to shore. 8 people were lost. The other lifeboats made landfall along the Wisconsin coast around Kenosha, somewhere in that area. The wreck's exterior covered with quagga mussels, and the upper cabins are gone, according to Ehorn, but the hull looks intact, and the oak interiors are still in good shape.
Neat.
Yeah.
Kind of neat.
Yeah, the Great Lakes overall, they say they're home to anywhere from between 6,000 to 10,000 shipwrecks, most of which remain undiscovered. Wow. And that's why there's a thing called Shipwreck World.
Yeah, .com.
.com. Anyway, so I thought that was kind of interesting.
It is.
7:24, it's the WSJM Morning Show on your Monday, February 16, heading toward very high jovial temperatures in the 50s today.
Yeah, oh yeah, giddy. Just giddy with temperature.
We're doing more work to get rid of the snow, the snowpack and everything else, but it's President's Day, and as such, we have dug up some trivia.
We do.
We have some trivia, so Mike's already started laying presidential trivia on us. what do we have next?
So
Yes.
we're on our 47th president.
Okay. Yes.
So how many men have served as president in that 47 presidential terms?
Okay. So 47 presidential terms.
Mhm.
And so clearly not more than, well, maybe more than 47 because we've had a couple of unfortunate assassinations
Right.
and stuff like that. I'm going to say 50,
No, it's actually 45.
45.
Yeah.
Okay.
Grover Cleveland served 2 terms.
Okay.
And obviously Donald Trump has served and then served again. So
That'd be 2 terms. Yeah. But you had some assassinations. So you had some people become president,
right. Some shuffling around.
some shuffling around, but you also had the re-elections. Okay. That's good. What else?
Then which president did not speak English as his first language? Choice Cleveland, Buchanan, or Van Buren?
Oh, I have no idea.
I was shocked on this one.
Yeah. So English was not their first language. Who were
Right.
my choices again?
It was Cleveland, Grover Cleveland, Buchanan, or Van Buren.
Oh, probably Van Buren.
You were correct.
Oh,
Martin
good.
Van Buren.
Okay. What did he speak?
I did not say.
Ah, Mike.
But could you imagine that in today's world if somebody was wanting to be president and that was not their first language, like President Bad Bunny?
You
scandal.
You stop. Okay, so let's see here. He was the 8th president of the United States, 1837 to 1841. He was born in Kinderhook, New York, where most residents were of Dutch descent and spoke Dutch as their primary language.
There you go.
Okay.
He was the Dutch.
Wow. I'm looking at a photo of him. Martin Van Buren. That's some hair.
As Austin
Okay.
Powers' father said, there's 2 things he despises in this world.
Yeah.
Those who are intolerant of others and the Dutch.
Okay, keep going. Keep going.
Which president gave the longest inaugural address to date? And it's not Donald Trump.
I'm going to have to say Bill Clinton.
No.
Okay.
William Henry Harris at 2 hours,
Oh, 2 hours.
8,445 words.
I would say Bill Clinton probably is second because he was very loquacious.
Yes.
Yes. All right.
That's not just because of the Epstein files.
Yes. Okay.
Which president served as Chief Justice of the Supreme Court after his term ended? Taft, Truman, or Coolidge?
I would have to say Taft.
William Taft is correct.
Okay. All right. What am I winning on this anyway?
Just all kinds of stuff. Parting
Okay.
gifts, all kinds of parting gifts.
Oh, I don't want party gifts. Okay.
Who
Go
was
ahead.
the youngest president ever elected?
The youngest president ever elected, Obama.
Nope, Kennedy.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. All right.
You know another one?
Yeah, one more.
Which president served as the U.S. ambassador to the United Nations and was the director of the CIA before becoming president?
Hillary Clinton.
George
Hillary
W.
Clinton was not president, but yes.
George W. Bush.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, George W. He was a spy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
The
President's Day.
deep state.
President's Day, by the way. Oh, speaking of presidents, because he was making news over the weekend, we're going to have to talk about President Obama, former President Obama, because there was a podcast released over the weekend where President Obama said extraterrestrial aliens are real.
Oh,
And then he came back later and recanted a little bit. So the deep state got to him
oh yeah.
and
So
said, wait a second, clarify. Yeah. So
the bat phone rang and
Yeah.
he was like, all right.
wrong. Can't say
Gotham.
that. Can't say that. Okay. So we'll talk about that. But President's Day, it is today, and it's a federal holiday celebrated on the 3rd Monday in February. It's officially known as Washington's birthday, but the
Right.
other presidents with their egos intact said, why does he get a day and I don't? So all presidents, because at first was Washington and Lincoln birthdays they
Right.
were recognizing.
Right.
Now it's all presidents.
Yeah. We thought Trump was the only one that had issues.
Yeah, exactly. It was established in 1885 for President George Washington. It was moved to a Monday in 1971 by the Uniform Monday Holiday Act
There you go.
to create long weekends and commonly rebranded to honor all U.S. presidents. Again, Congress declared Washington's birthday a federal holiday in 1879, the first celebration in 1880. It's 7:29. We've got Bloomberg Financial Moment coming up in just a couple of moments right here on the WSJM Morning Show. Okay. Yeah, you didn't see this thing with Obama and the aliens?
No.
Oh, man. All right, let me pull up the latest on this because it was changing over the weekend because my son and I were talking about it. Stuart, hi, Stuart. We were talking about it. And I said, oh, yeah, the former President Obama said that there were aliens. That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
And he said, no, he had to come back out. All right. So hours after Barack Obama caused a frenzy saying aliens were real on a podcast, the former U.S. president has posted a statement clarifying that he has not seen any evidence of them.
Okay.
So he says they're real, but says he hasn't seen them. In a conversation with American podcast host Brian Tyler Cohen over the weekend, former President Obama appeared to confirm the apparent existence of aliens during a speed round of questioning where the host asks quick questions and the guests respond with brief answers. After he was asked, are aliens real? Obama said, they're real, but I haven't seen them. So was it a slip? Was he being cheeky?
Right.
Who knows?
I don't know.
Speaking of cheeks, I'll take a pause here for a moment. How's your face? People I'm sure want to know. They were very concerned about you on Friday.
Well, I appreciate
when
that.
your face exploded to the size of the Hindenburg.
Well, you tell them. How's my face look?
It looks normal.
Thanks.
It looks good.
Right.
Looks
you.
handsome.
Wow. That's a lot. It is Monday.
So I mean, you had a what doctors think is an allergic reaction to some medicine.
Correct. It caused my face to swell up.
Yeah.
Right. And I don't know if I mentioned, but the lady checking you in at the emergency room was so professional. So when I walked up and my face is like lifting off of one side of my head, she says to me, can I get your birth date and name and address? And I said, sure. And she goes, what's the reason for your visit? And I said, my face is not supposed to look like this. And she goes, oh, okay. Well, I'll print you out a wristband.
She didn't want to be presumptuous.
No, exactly. It could have been born like that. She was like, let me print you out a wristband and we'll get you seen by somebody really quick. And then a male nurse walked from behind the counter, took one look at me, stopped, his mouth hung open, and he goes, oh, no, you're front of the line. Come in. So I was in.
Yeah, heaven forbid they have somebody's face explode in the emergency waiting room.
Right. That would be bad. But I'm sure I did not make everybody, because there's like 25 people in the waiting room.
I was just going to ask
them.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they were not happy about the guy with the fat lip walking past them. But
yeah. No, well, I mean, you had more than a fat lip.
Yeah.
We saw pictures.
Yeah, it was.
We won't.
It was shocking.
Yeah, bring those out again. So the emergency room, you didn't even sit down.
No, I know. I didn't sit down. They brought me right in and then moved me to a bay. And then one of the nurse that walked in, opened up the curtain and went, wow. And then when the doctor came, the nurse was out in the hallway and she said to the doctor, are you going into Bay 8? And the doctor said, yes. And she says, that guy's face is huge. And I said, I can hear you. I said, the medical term is fat. My face is fat.
Anyway, I'm glad it hasn't recurred. Had nothing weird happen over the weekend?
Nope. Changed my medication. So I'm on a different medication. And now we're just seeing if we can avoid it happening again.
Okay.
They're not sure why it happens.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So former President Barack Obama causing a frenzy, saying aliens were real, on a podcast. But then hours later, he said he hasn't seen them. But during the speed round, he was asked, "Are aliens real?" Obama said they're real, but I haven't seen them. He went on to say they're not being kept at Area 51. Which is a weird thing to say.
Right.
They're not being kept at Area 51. There's no underground facility unless there's this enormous conspiracy that they hid it from the president of the United States. Again, all of this is like, what'd you call it? Deep state?
Yeah.
Deep state double talk.
Deep state.
So the way you would read this is they are being kept at Area 51. There is an underground facility with enormous conspiracy that's hiding it from the president.
Exactly.
Yeah. Plausible deniability. We've all heard that phrase.
Yes, we have.
The comment was picked up by media outlets around the world.
I'm sure it did.
What? I made news by saying they're aliens? Surprise.
Can I mention my new book?
Yeah. Does he have a new book? He doesn't have a new book, does he? Okay.
It's called Aliens Among Us.
Even Time Magazine had the reporting. Obama says aliens are real, but they aren't at Area 51. However, following the media frenzy, Obama released a statement on Instagram last night. We'll tell you what that said in just a sec. It's WSJM.
.org/act now. feedingamerica.org/act now. A public service announcement brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
The Morning Show with Ken and Friends on 94.9 WSJM.
All right. Here's our computer gremlins hijacked the Bloomberg report and put a commercial in its place.
Unacceptable. Again, it's probably those aliens they were talking about.
It's so hard. Maybe it's AI.
Could be.
Maybe AI did it. Not gremlins this time.
AI is just getting an attitude.
I've got an attitude this morning. Okay, so we were talking about former President Barack Obama, who on a podcast over the weekend was asked by the podcast host in a speed round of questions, are aliens real? And the president responded, knee jerk, they're real, but I haven't seen them.
Right.
And he's talking about outer space aliens here. They're real, but I haven't seen them.
Right.
Exactly. But the president went on to say they're not being kept at Area 51. There's no underground facility unless there's an enormous conspiracy and they hid it from the president of the United States. Okay, so that comment, as we mentioned on the video live stream, picked up around the world.
Yes.
For good reason.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, former president of the free world, are there space aliens? Yeah, but I haven't seen them, and they're not at Area 51, so stop looking there.
Right. In a hidden bunker.
Stop looking at the Epstein files, too.
Exactly.
Anyway, so the comment was picked up around the world. Following that media frenzy where former President Obama is talking about aliens not being real, but not being at Area 51, he had to release a statement on social media. So he posted on Instagram last night. I was trying to stick with the spirit of the speed round, but since it's gotten attention, let me clarify. Statistically, anytime somebody has to clarify and saying statistically, there's something up there.
Yeah.
Anyway, he said, statistically, the universe is so vast.
Oh boy, here we go.
That the odds are good that there's life out there. But the distances between the solar systems are so great that the chances we've been visited by aliens is low. And I saw no evidence during my presidency that extraterrestrials have made contact with us.
As you're reading that, I can hear the tap dancing in the background.
There's lots of tap dancing. It's like somebody's put metal taps on their shoes and they're walking on a marble floor. I mean, can we just parse this for a moment?
Yeah.
But okay, so we already talked about statistically. That's a flag.
Right.
But another flag. The distances between solar systems, another flag, are so great that the chances we've been visited by aliens is low and
not impossible.
Not impossible.
Low.
Not impossible. Low that we've been visited. And I saw no evidence. I saw no evidence. Saw as a qualifier. Right. No evidence during my presidency. Again, within that time frame, never saw it. Maybe I saw it after. That extraterrestrials have made contact with us. Who's he talking about? Us?
Right.
Is it him? Is it him and the frog in his pocket? Who is it?
Right.
Okay.
The Germans, the Russians, the Chinese.
Michelle, who knows?
Right.
There's a long-running conspiracy theory, apparently, claiming that the U.S. government is hiding extraterrestrials at Area 51.
No.
This is not Obama anymore. This is just general knowledge. That is the highly classified Air Force site in Nevada. In 2019, after one point... By the way, does the Air Force still run Area 51? Because if I'm Space Force,
right,
I want that place.
Right.
That's my place now. I want Skunk Works.
Well, maybe they're negotiating. I don't know.
In 2019, after 1.5 million people signed up to storm that site, approximately 150 social media influencers gathered around the airstrip, but the event ended in an anticlimactic way. Only a few arrests, ultimately turned into a music festival. Now they're thinking, because it's the anniversary of Area 51 being discovered this summer on July 5th, they're expecting President Trump to release anything about what he knows about aliens.
Probably that Elvis Presley was at Area 51
with Janis Joplin,
and
Jeffrey
Epstein.
Epstein. Okay,
That's where people got on the plane to get to the island was Area 51.
Anyway, so for UFO folks out there and anyone looking for a distraction from anything that's happening in the current news,
right?
Former President Barack Obama causing a frenzy over the weekend, saying yes, there are aliens, and then coming back and saying, but statistically speaking, we'd be silly to think that there aren't aliens.
Right.
That's what he said. 740 WSJM Morning Show. We've got news right now.
ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. It's now been more than 2 weeks since police say the mother of Today host Savannah Guthrie was kidnapped from her Arizona home. Guthrie posting another plea last night.
To whoever has her or knows where she is, that it's never too late.
Investigators also analyzing the DNA found in a glove, found in some brush near Guthrie's home. Another round of talks over Iran's nuclear program is set for this week in Geneva. Secretary of State Marco Rubio this morning.
It's been very difficult for anyone to do real deals with Iran because we're dealing with radical Shia clerics who are making theological decisions, not geopolitical ones. But let's see what happens. I hope it works out. We all hope it works out.
Evacuation warnings in parts of Southern California with the possibility of several inches of rain today on burn scar areas that could set off mudslides. This is ABC News.
WSJM News Now. Team coverage from the WSJM Newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
Some of the news that we'll have from our WSJM Newsroom just after 8 o'clock this morning, even though the current dial-a-ride that we know and love might cease to exist later this year, leaders with the Twin Cities Area Transportation Authority are preparing to seek renewal of their operating millage. We'll tell you a little bit more about that story. That's coming up after 8 o'clock. Also, Bridgman residents seeking some answers after seeing higher tax bills tied to a drain project and related legal costs involving Tanner Creek. Remember, last week we talked about Hager Shores or Hager Township,
right?
That was asking about why are our drain bills, our drain assessments so high, and they wanted some answers from Berrien County. They want them this month. Now, residents of Bridgman asking the same question.
Right.
So we'll talk about that story. That's coming up after 8 o'clock. And the Benton Harbor Department of Public Safety looking to save taxpayers some money by partnering with area fire departments and making a shoreline fire collaborative.
It's saving everybody some money.
Yeah, we like that.
Everybody's talking about having to pay more money. Fire department doing their part to cut costs.
They're putting out the fire.
That's right.
All right, 742.
Salute.
WSJM Morning Show continues. We've got sports with none other than Dave Wolf coming up in a couple of minutes here. First, some state news.
The Michigan.
It's good to have Dave Wolf back. I talked to him this morning, and I don't know how much he wants to share, so I'll only say he's been dealing with a personal issue over the last few months, and he's had to even take time off of work to focus on himself, which is great, and we fully support that. And but now he's back,
which is great,
which is really good. So we've got sports from him coming up in a couple of moments, and maybe we'll get him in here to talk about it at some point.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. An update. Yeah,
get a Dave update, a Dave Wolf update. Speaking of Dave updates, later this week on Thursday, I've asked Dave Deutsch to come in.
Oh, really?
Well, because he signs my paycheck and that kind of stuff. But other than that,
right.
No, he has fascinating views on how AI has shifted the whole Google search thing and what it means for advertisers.
Oh yeah, huge.
Because every day, if you ever say, "Hey, I'm just going to Google that," and you do it, your search results have dramatically changed. Have you noticed this?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What have you noticed?
Well, it just is, of course, everything now when you search on Google is an AI generated response first.
Right. Kind of a summary.
Right.
Okay.
Before you go down to the individual websites. So if you were looking for a general summary response, you don't have to now go through 5 or 6 different links to get a synopsis. You get it right from the get-go, which many times causes you not to go below that AI response.
Yeah. So the AI is supplanting the Google search results,
right?
And a lot of times the search results you had to wade through all the commercials first.
And a lot of times for search engine optimization, you had to
SEO.
pay
SEO.
to be noticed. When you went in, somebody says, "Hey, I want to know about presidents."
Yeah.
You had to pay to be on that top of that find list. Now AI is the top of the list, regardless of what you paid for.
Yeah. And Google is saying, well, yeah, we know you still come up real high in search results, and there are a lot of people who still look at that. If you pay us some more money,
right, we could have you come up in AI search
results. And so, I mean, there's just a whole thing about it. Even ChatGPT saying that some of our freebies are now going to have ads.
Right.
And they're not going to influence the AI, but it will be blah, blah, blah. So anyway, so the whole landscape is changing.
Yeah.
And so I thought we better get Dave in here to explain it to us, talk about it, and help people understand a little bit more about that.
Right.
So that's coming up Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah, that's coming up Thursday here on the WSJM Morning Show. I don't think he'll be as fun as you.
Well, that it's going to be tough for him, but I have confidence.
All right. Let's see what else do we have going on. Oh, AI. Let's talk some more about AI.
I've got a great president thing. I'm sitting there like an Easter egg.
Well, go.
Which president met his future wife while acting in a community theater play?
Which future president met his wife? Who was acting? He was acting or she was acting?
She was.
Oh,
no, wait, let me go back. Met his wife while acting in a, what does it really say? Which president met his future wife while acting in a community theater? So I guess he was.
Well.
Or maybe she was. Or maybe they both were.
Yeah, we'll look it up. But do I have a multiple choice here?
You do not.
I do not. Okay. Is it a president I would recognize?
Yes, it is. It is a current modern president.
A modern day president. I would say George H.W. Bush.
It's a good guess.
Yeah.
Good guess. Richard Nixon.
Really?
Yeah.
Richard Milhouse Nixon.
I would not have guessed that he was in theater at all.
Okay. How he met his wife. I'm looking it up right now for the details. His wife, Pat, by the way, Pat Nixon, not Pat Nixon at the time.
No.
Pat Ryan. In 1937 or 1938, when they were cast opposite each other. So they were both acting.
Wow.
They were both acting in a community theater production of The Dark Tower. I didn't know Stephen King had already written that.
No, right.
Nixon
How
was,
old is that man?
Nixon was a young lawyer. She was a high school teacher. He was reportedly instantly infatuated and pursued her for 2 years.
Wow. She was smoking.
He was not. No, I'm sure he was a looker.
Pat, it's me. I'm trying to give you a call. Call me back, Pat.
I am not a lech, a scoundrel.
That's right.
I just want to date.
I am not a creeper.
The meeting, both were members of the same local theater group. Upon meeting her, Nixon was immediately struck by her, telling her he would marry her one day, even offering her a ride and saying he would drive her to the ends of the earth.
Oh,
that was nice.
It was.
Was that in the stagecoach? He was so persistent, he even drove her to dates with other men during their courtship. Come on.
God,
come on.
So weird.
What is that?
Oh, we didn't need to know that.
Yeah, the flags should have gone up at that point. Pat should have said, no. Do you have aspiration for higher office?
Right.
They were married on June 21st, 1940 at the Mission Inn in Riverside, California. I didn't know he was an actor.
I didn't either.
I thought that was just Reagan.
Which president's first lady installed the White House Rose Garden in 1913?
Oh. I should know my presidents and dates better. I don't know.
Woodrow Wilson's first wife, Ellen.
Ellen?
Yeah.
Okay. Huh. Way to go, Ellen.
Right.
Is the Rose Garden still there? Did it get paved over for the
I think it's still there, but it might now be part of the dance hall or whatever they're building over there.
Let's see. The Rose Garden is still located at the White House along the West Terrace West Wing, though it was significantly renovated in 2025.
There you go.
We'll be right back. It's the WSJM Morning Show.
Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
Mostly cloudy skies and areas of fog for the start of today. We will actually become partly sunny, especially this afternoon. High temperatures today in the lower 50s. Tonight, partly cloudy, will drop down to 37. And then for Tuesday, partly sunny in the morning, increasing clouds and high temperatures at 55. We'll see chances of rain on Tuesday night, but also often on Wednesday and Thursday. I'm meteorologist Carrie Peugeot.
The Morning Show with Ken and Friends on 94.9 WSJM.
I'm just going to let that play and play and play. No, 7:50. I was responding to one of the comments on the video live stream. Bill letting us know that he was racing this weekend, and because he was not in the Daytona 500.
No.
He was in an RC race, a remote control car race, which if you've never been to one of those are flipping awesome.
Yeah.
They are a lot of fun. And the cars sometimes do flips as well. And it sounds like he was racing and he was all the way up into second place.
Yeah.
And then he crashed out.
Oh.
And then he crashed out. But when they crash out, I mean, if it's not a bad crash, there are people stationed on the course to flip you back over. So I wonder what happened. I want the footage, video footage, Bill. Video footage. All right. Moody on the Market update is brought to you by Insurance Management Service. And you need to call IMS today if you're looking for local auto owners insurance, because they are your local auto owners insurance agency in St. Joseph and in Niles. Call IMS today. They're bringing you this Moody on the Market update. This is one of the stories we have posted at moodyonthemarket.com. You like tacos?
Yeah.
You ready for Two Taco Tuesday?
Who doesn't like tacos?
Elevated Tacos and Craft Brews are coming to State Street, downtown St. Joe.
Oh.
New restaurant.
I've heard about this.
A new restaurant, because Moody on the Market posted it.
Right.
A new restaurant and craft brewery concept is preparing to open in downtown St. Joe, aiming to bring a fresh mix of South American-inspired flavors and house-crafted beverages.
Nice.
To one of the city's most visible storefronts. Mi Familia Tap and Kitchen is planning to open at 210 State Street, the space most recently home to Brookie's Cafe and the Kingfisher.
Yep.
Yeah, the location sits in the heart of downtown, prime real estate.
Prime
real estate. It's seen a couple of short-lived restaurant attempts in recent years, but they say this concept is it. This is the good stuff.
Because it's Mi Familia.
Mi Familia. The new concept is built around elevated tacos, craft cocktails, and an in-house brewing program. Organizers describe it as a fast, casual format designed to offer high-quality food and drinks in a relaxed, approachable setting.
Because Mi Familia is Spanish for good tacos.
No, my family. My family. Yeah.
I think it's good tacos.
Good tacos. On the food side, customers can expect South American-inspired tacos with premium ingredients and a focus on technique. The goal is to deliver bold flavors without the formality of a full-service dining experience.
So when they say to you, hey, tacos good, you go, Mi Familia.
Mi Familia. On the beverage side, Mi Familia plans to feature what it calls Passion Project Brewing Company, an in-house craft beer program led by veteran brewmaster Pete Crowley, who brings more than 3 decades of experience in brewing and spirits production with a background that includes developing award-winning recipes and building craft beverage programs. And so in addition to the house-brewed beer, the restaurant plans a curated tap lineup, craft cocktails, family-friendly Primos Dirty Soda Bar, offering customized soda creations, a veteran-led coffee brand, Veterans Roasters, and is also expected to be part of the lineup. Yeah. So all kinds of fun stuff.
Right.
Coffee, beverages, beers.
You know what would be a really good idea if they had us do a live broadcast?
That would be really cool. We're available for that.
We are. And we could do tacos and we could sample beverages and we could give a live,
all that stuff.
Familia update.
We could do a tasting and everything.
Oh,
yeah.
Why wouldn't they do this?
Because
Lorraine, why wouldn't they do this?
Tacos for breakfast tacos. There's nothing wrong with either of those scenarios.
No.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. That's your Moody. You want to read that article, get hungry like we are, clearly.
Yeah.
Check it out. It's posted at moodyonthemarket.com.
Which is now called Ken Lundberg's Moody on the Market.
No, it's Mi Familia. Moody on the Market update is brought to you by Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today, your local auto owner's insurance agency in St. Joseph and in Niles. Back with more in just a couple of minutes. It's WSJM.
Insurance management.
You just hear tacos and you go nuts.
Yeah, I love tacos.
I love tacos.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with tacos. Although I will tell you, breakfast burritos,
Yeah,
interesting experience. You ready?
yeah,
So when I was a kid, it's a personal story.
okay, yeah.
When I was a kid, when I turned a teenager, actually right before I turned teenager, I was working for money to buy tennis shoes,
Okay,
and which were basically basketball shoes, and to get to Cougar Cage Camp, basketball camp,
okay.
which was the kids basketball camp
Cougar Cagers.
at Washington State University. And so my brother and I were saving up our money to get our shoes and go to camp. And so one of the jobs that my dad had for me, because he was a field man, was to send me out with the crews that were already there, send me out into agricultural fields
Okay,
and rogue. And what roguing is, if you're not familiar
I
with
am
it,
not.
is you go through a field of, let's say, purple radish.
Okay.
And if you find any white radish in there,
Yeah,
you rogue it. You pull it out because that's a rogue.
right. I love that.
And you get it out of the field so that you don't taint the seed.
Right.
You don't contaminate the seed that's then going to be boxed up and shipped out to across the nation to gardeners and everything else and other farmers.
So were they growing seed? Was that what the?
Yeah, they were growing seed.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it was all seed production.
Okay.
And so my job in the summertime was to go roguing. And the crews were primarily immigrant workers, people who had visas, came up from Mexico and were working the fields for the summer. So I got to learn a little bit of Spanish.
Okay.
But the best part, the most memorable part was getting to eat some of their food.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Breakfast burritos.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they were so good. Homemade tacos
Mhm.
or homemade homemade flour tortillas with a little bit of scrambled egg and potato.
Yeah.
They just had everything prepared and mixed. And so at the first break time, it was time for breakfast.
Right.
Go there, get a little, it's like, oh man,
Yeah.
nothing like it.
Incredible.
So good. And homemade from scratch flour tortillas.
Oh.
Those are the bomb.
You know who has a really good breakfast burrito in town is Mason Jar.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I haven't tried it.
Good. It's good.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to
And
try
then
it.
Sandbar for Taco Tuesday. Go to the Sandbar Grill. They have good tacos.
Are they better than Mi Familia is going to be?
I would
We
say
don't know.
It's hard to know, but if from a live broadcast, we could do a comparison taste test.
Yeah.
And maybe then Sandbar could have us to see, well, do ours compare to theirs? We're open for that.
Oh boy. All
Call
right.
us,
John
and
says
we are sponsored by Coca-Cola Brewing
we are
Company.
not sponsored by. What is it with you and Coke today?
I don't know. I just figured it's a good opportunity.
Drink
to say,
some water, man.
It's a good opportunity to say Coca-Cola,
Oh boy.
the real thing.
All right.
Ken Lundberg.
We're going to have a talk. All
The
right.
morning show.
It's the WSJM morning show with Ken and friends. We'll be back in just a couple of moments. Oh, I get to talk about my hair because we have a brand new sponsor.
Oh, so I can't talk about Coke, but we can talk about your hair.
No, because we have a contract with a sponsor.
Okay.
They're paying us for that. Anyway, no, I'll be talking about Affinity Salon here in just a moment because the folks down at Affinity did my hair.
And how'd that go?
Well, you tell me.
You look pretty good.
Thank you.
Especially because you've normally done your own hair, so I can see a substantial upgrade.
That is exactly right. So we'll get that in just a moment. Let's see. Do that. Do that. Okay. We will be back in just a moment.
Guys that we hire make sure that they're good, honest citizens. I can't just hire somebody off the street, let them go in your house. If I don't have a good sense of their demeanor and who they actually are, I can't do it.
McKee's Heating and Air. Feel at ease with McKee's.
Your Southwest Michigan Bryant dealer. Whatever it takes.
From the Pat Moody Studios, this is WSJM FM Benton Harbor, St. Joseph, a product of Midwest Family Marketing and Media. Proudly serving our community. The Morning Show with Ken and Friends on 94.9 WSJM.
You know, I'll talk more about this next hour, but I got to tell you, so last week I'm on the video live stream and somebody texts me, "Hey, get a haircut." And yeah, I know. Little did they know that I had an appointment last week at Affinity Salon and Spa.
Evan? Did Evan?
No, it wasn't Evan. I had an appointment last week at Affinity Salon and Spa to
Okay.
get my hair did for the first time because they're a new sponsor that you'll hear here on the WSJM Morning Show. Affinity Salon and Spa. I met with owner Renee Bora, and she cut my hair. She did I thought, a fabulous job.
You look exquisite.
I look marvelous. Anyway, I got to tell you, Affinity Salon and Spa. They're in downtown St. Joe. They do a fantastic job. They've got a lot of different stations there. You can go online and book an appointment. It's super simple. So you just walk in. There's a friendly environment there. It's very bright. They have a friendly dog. It's fantastic. So
where is it? Downtown
it's right downtown. So you know where Dad's Market is?
Yeah.
It's right there, right next to it. Okay, we'll be right back. We've got news. It's 8 o'clock.
From ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston making a new appeal.